Hi, all of my lovely friends, and welcome back to my channel. For those that are new here, my name is Mel, and I am a medium and an energy healer. I am certified in Theta Healing, and I am a Reiki Master. In these videos, I love to talk all things spirituality, whether that be Reiki, tarot, mediumship, psychic abilities. If that's something that you're interested in, remember to subscribe to the channel. In today's video, I wanted to go over a question I received on my Instagram in regards to how do you heal yourself? How do you stop being in this perpetual state of sadness and depression, trying to heal past traumas, past situations, past breakups? And so I have a technique that works really well for me. So as I always say, take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. This technique might not work for you, or it might be what you've been looking for. So stay tuned and keep an open heart. So when I first started on this spiritual journey, every guru that I came in contact with, that I found, they were all talking about the best way to open up your psychic abilities, your psychic gifts, your mediumistic abilities is to heal yourself, to heal traumas that are stored in your body, to open your heart more. And I remember thinking, what the hell does that even mean? How heal past traumas? So I've tried therapy in the past, and while I do appreciate it and it did work, it didn't get down deep. It didn't open me up to what I thought it would open up. Now, therapy is a beautiful and a wonderful thing, so I do not discredit that. But for me, it didn't get down deep enough to where I needed it to go. So fast forward to I'm on this spiritual journey, and all these gurus are talking about healing and healing yourself, and you have to heal to open up, which now that I'm in the situation, I completely agree with. You have to heal yourself. You cannot serve others if you can't serve yourself first. You have to be whole and complete and intact with yourself first before you can serve and help others. So I completely agree that you need to be healed for yourself first before you can offer healing to others. So it took me a long time to find something that worked for me. So like I said, I tried therapy. I tried talking it out with a friend. I've tried going to counseling sessions, group counseling sessions. And while they all worked in a specific way, it wasn't the technique that I'm going to explain to you. And that technique is what really helped me, really put me over. So any way that helps you heal, in my opinion, is amazing. If you need scream therapy to heal and feel better, I am all for that. If you need group counseling or a therapy session, I am all for that. Whatever heals your heart, heals your mind, heals your body, releases you from that burden of being in pain from past situations, I am all for that. But the technique that I use, that I love, and I use it daily, sometimes twice, 3 times a day if I need to, if I really want to get down deep and dig those past situations out and get them out of my body so that I can be a good open channel for my clients. And I'm in the healing path. I'm on the healing mode. So I do mediumship readings. I do all kinds of readings. I use my skills as a Theta Healing practitioner to give readings. So I want my vessel and my channel, which is my body, to be as open as possible so that I can give my clients the absolute best. So for me, healing is something I really enjoy doing. That sounds so crazy. You're crying and you're upset and you're revisiting things that really hurt you. But I actually really enjoy doing it because afterwards, I feel like a 1,000-pound weight has been lifted off of me. So I want to be the most open channel that I can be. So I try to do healing sessions on myself once a day for sure, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day, just to keep my vessel the best it can be for my clients. But when you're first starting out with this technique, I would suggest maybe once a week, twice a week, just so you can see how it makes you feel and you can see if it's working for you. See how you feel about things afterwards. Now, before I get into the technique, I want to tell you that healing is not a once and done. Okay, so let's say you heal a relationship that, your heart was broken in this relationship. you're going to go heal this relationship and then it's never going to come up again. No, that's not the way it is. It's going to come up again because spirit, the universe, God, however you want to refer to that, is going to test you, going to keep bringing it up to make sure you've healed everything. Maybe you haven't gotten really down deep into what hurt you, and so that situation is coming up again because it's spirit's way, it's the universe's way to tell you, hey, you did really good when you went in to heal this, but there's more. You've got to go back in and do more. I've had something that I've healed probably 5 times, and I'm like, oh my God, this is coming up again. And so you just have to know that spirit knows best. Your higher self knows best. It knows what you need. So if it comes back up, don't judge yourself. Don't judge the situation. Don't think, oh, damn, why? That's not how you want to heal. You want to say, okay, this is coming up again. This means that I have more to heal. I have more to think about. I have more to dig down into for this situation. I never want you to feel guilty or upset that it's coming back. It's coming back because it's there to help you. You came into this life on earth to learn lessons, to heal yourself, to release yourself from karmic things, karmic lessons, and having traumas and situations come up is the way that you're going to do that. So like I said, I've had one 5 times and I'm like, oh my God, it keeps coming up. But I don't say, damn. I say, oh, okay, what can I do this time? How can I dig deeper this time to make sure that it's been cleared? Okay, so let's get into that technique. Okay, so I want to state again that I said in the beginning in my intro, this technique works for me and it's been amazing for me, but maybe it doesn't work for you, or maybe parts of it do and not all of it will. So what I want you to do is have an open heart, an open mind when I explain to you how I heal myself, and I want you to try it. I want you to try it for a few weeks and see how it does for you. Maybe tweak it to work for you. Or after you get to the end and you're like, this doesn't work for me, I appreciate you at least watching this video and trying. Because like I said, for me, I've tried other ways of healing things. I've even gone where I live, you can go to this, it's like a warehouse type thing where they give you a sledgehammer and you can like hammer the crap out of stuff, break stuff. I mean, that works. That's amazing. You feel so good for like a week and then everything comes back. So this technique has really, really helped me. I've been using it for about a year and it's amazing. Okay, so what I want you to do is first, you're going to get into a meditative state. So you want to sit down, you want to start meditating, and then when you feel you're ready, what you do is you say to your higher self or to God, to source, to the divine, however you prefer to call that, you say, okay, I'm ready. I want you to bring up a situation that I need to heal. And the first thing that comes to mind, that's it. So I remember when I first started, a situation came up and I'm like, that doesn't even bother me. Why is this coming up? I don't even think about this anymore. But as I'm going through it, I'm like, okay, wow, this really did affect me and I had no idea why. So I want you to understand the first thing that comes to your mind, that's it. Faith, trust, that's it. Dig into that moment. So what you do then to start the healing, after you've been presented with the situation that you need to go in and heal, in your mind, your eyes are closed, you're in a meditative state, you go back to this memory. You go back to this moment in your mind. Where were you? How old were you? Let's say it's a memory from when you were 5 years old. You are looking at it. You see yourself now as an adult looking at your 5-year-old self in this situation. Exactly as it was. Were you in your home? Were you at a park? Were you at a friend's house? Were you at school? Maybe you were bullied. You're at school with your 5-year-old self as an adult. As an adult, you talk to your 5-year-old self the way you wish somebody had talked to you in that moment. You tell yourself what you need to hear in that moment. Let's go with the bullied idea. That's what Spirit's giving me, so let's go with that. Let's say you were bullied. I'm going to say that you weren't bullied at 5. I don't know, but let's bump it to 16. Let's say you're 16 years old, you are in high school and you're being bullied. Let's say it's at the lunchroom. So you're going to envision the lunchroom. You're going to envision where you normally sat. You're going to envision the people that are near you that are bullying you, causing you this harm. And you as an adult are sitting next to your 16-year-old self. This is what I've done in situations like that. I've taken the hand of my 16-year-old self as an adult in my vision while I'm meditating, and I've looked at myself at 16. I've told myself how strong I am, how beautiful I am, that this moment will pass, that this is not something that is going to affect me anymore in this lifetime. Then here's the thing that's really hard for people to do and for people to accept to do. I walk to each person, let's say there's 3, I walk up to each person one by one and I forgive them. Now, that's really hard for some people to do, but I want to explain forgiveness a little bit more. Forgiveness is something that is for you. It's not for that person. You are the one carrying around the weight of that situation. You're the one who has that trauma stored somewhere in your body. Otherwise, spirit would not have brought it to the surface. So whether it be about bullying, whether it be about, let's say, a relationship that broke your heart, whether it be about maybe somebody in your family passed away and it left you with a deep, deep scar, and you need to just give forgiveness to the situation or to the person or to what happened. Forgiveness is for you, for your own growth, for your own heart to open. Okay, so let's say back to the bullying, you're in this situation and you want to give forgiveness to those that bullied you. For me, it was really hard at the beginning. I couldn't do it. I'm going to be honest. I would get into past trauma, past situation where I needed to forgive somebody for doing something that they had done to me. And it was difficult and I couldn't do it the first few times. But once I started, and you have to do it genuinely. You can't just walk up and hold their hand, I forgive you. You have to feel it, feeling your emotions, feel it rising up. As it's rising up, you're probably going to cry. I cry every single time that I do a healing, and that lets me know that it's working for me. So the emotions come up when you cry. What's happening? It's coming up out of your body and you're letting it out. You're letting it out. That's what you want. You want it to come out. And so you want to give gratitude from your heart. You want to feel it. You don't want to just say, oh, I forgive you. You want, I forgive you. I am releasing you from this. I am releasing myself from this. I am marking this lesson as learned on my side, on your side. You want to forgive. That's where the magic is. That's where the healing is. It's in the forgiveness. So once you've done that, you're holding your 16-year-old self's hand and you are wanting to say in this moment everything you needed in that moment. You are not what they are saying to you. You are not ugly. You are not, whatever they're saying to you. You want to be the person that you needed in that moment. Now, what you can also do, I've been in situations where I've gone back to healings and what made me feel better was screaming and cussing at this person. So if that's what you need to do in this memory, scream and cuss and yell and fight and do whatever you need to get it out. Get that anger out. Scream. If you're in a meditative state, scream if you have to. Wah! Let it out. That's bringing the emotions up and letting it out is where the healing is taking place. Once you're done screaming, yelling, and cussing at this person, you want to give them gratitude. They taught you a lesson in this moment. Every single traumatic event, every single moment that you've had in your life has taught you a lesson in some way or some form, okay? There are some events that are a lot more traumatic than others, and this method might not work for that. And so try it, please, see what it does for you. But at the end of screaming, yelling at this person, you still want to send them gratitude because they taught you a lesson. They taught you what you won't accept anymore. They taught you about a boundary that you now have that you didn't before, and it's made you stronger, more confident. They taught you what you will and will not accept from somebody saying to you, doing to you, right? So every moment has a lesson. So you want to give gratitude to that person for the lesson that they taught you in the moment. Okay, my lovely friends, so let's go over it real quick one more time. You want to go to the situation. You want to go to your younger self as an adult. You want to speak to yourself and tell yourself everything that you would have needed in that specific moment. Then you want to give forgiveness and gratitude to the person that harmed you, to the person that did this to you, to the situation that made you have this trauma and this pain stored. So forgiveness and gratitude are the most important parts. It's where the healing takes place. It's where the healing works. Now, this is what I have done for about a year, and it's been amazing for me. It's been so rewarding, so fulfilling, so life-changing. I just feel so much better when I get up. I can't explain it to you. I feel so much lighter, so much better in my life because I have gone back to these situations. And like I said, every single time I am bawling like a baby, bawling. And I know that it's working because the emotions are coming up and they're being let out. So all of my lovely friends, I hope this technique works for you. I would love to know how it's going. I really want you to come back into the comments and let me know how this has helped you. If you don't understand or you have other questions, please leave those comments down below. I want to answer them all. I want to help all of you be able to heal and live fulfilling and open lives. All of my lovely friends, thank you so much for always tuning in and being here to support me. I'll see you guys all in the next video.